President John Mahama called him out of church administration job at the Christian Action Faith Chapel International, where he was chief executive officer since 2011. His nomination has been hailed by the NDC groups and some political commentators as an addition of valuable experience as government seeks to improve the caliber of its ministers. Spio Garbrah comes to meet Ghana's twice downgraded economy and employment rate. Ghana's parliament hardly rejects a nomination. He is a former Minister of Communication, a one-time ambassador to the US and Mexico, and a former Minister of Education, as well as Minister for Mines and Energy. He served in the cabinet during the democratic regime of Jerry John Rawlings between 1994 and 2000. But no space was found for Spio Garbrah in the Mills administration, a situation many political analysts say was worsened by his criticisms of the Mills government as a Team B squad, implying the better was on the bench.
I think we can go live now and take part in the vetting process of Dr. Spio Garbrah.
Because the time I thought you were out of your hand.
We should have our reporter join us live from there and bring us up to speed what we are seeing on our screen. Let me just tell you a bit about Dr. Spio Garbrah. Now, from 1988 to 1991, Spio Garbrah was an external relations officer at the International Finance Corporation at a World Bank affiliate in Washington, D.C. From 1991 to 1994, he was head of communication at the African Development Bank, directing the bank's global corporate and marketing communication and acting as institutional spokesman. As an ambassador to the United States from 1994 to 1997, Dr. Spio Garbrah was noted for his success in rebuilding Ghana's image across the United States, including organizing an unprecedented 8-city investment promotion program for Ghana's president in the States. As a result, partly of the successful bilateral programs he executed, Ghana became the first country to be visited by U.S. President Bill Clinton during his famous 5-country Africa visit in 1998 and is now a recipient of the Millennium Challenge account. As a Minister of Communication of Ghana from 1997 to 1998, Spio Garbrah initiated, developed and implemented policies and programs that supported the increase in convergence of telecommunications, broadcasting, the internet, publishing, news media and postal services, all of which were under his supervision. Concurrently, as chairman of the National Communication Authority, he had responsibility for regulating all aspects of the telecom, internet and broadcasting sectors. I'll tell you more about his work in governance or in government. But now let's listen to Kwabena Chenchehene Boateng, who's joining us from Parliament, where Dr. Spio Garbrah will be vetted. Hello, Kwabena.
Hello, Kemini.
Tell us what's going on. We saw a bit of live feed earlier.
Yes, as you can see, a lot of people are actually here. The expectations for this particular vetting process is quite high. The whole place is fully packed. I can see many people, and as you are all aware, it is about the vetting of Dr. Spio Garbrah, former Minister of Education, former Minister of Communication. I mean, he has a lot of formats attached to his resume. He's been vetted for the minister. He's now the minister designate for the trade and industry. And early on, I spoke to Kwekure Ketegan, who is the Deputy Minister of Trade and Industry, and he says he's expressing hope that he'll be passed. Sorry about that. He's expressing hope that he'll be subsequently vetted and passed clear by Parliament so that he could start work. He has high hopes the minister designate, if really given the nod, will bring something to bear, given his wealth of experience. Now, probably I need to let you know a bit more about Dr. Spio Garbrah.
No, we haven't seen him. Why?
I haven't seen him either, but I'm told he's somewhere around the premises, so he should be working any moment from now. But we are still here, still waiting.
And what time are we expecting his process to begin?
Well, it was supposed to start at 10 a.m. It was supposed to start at 10 a.m. There's been a slight delay. As you can well imagine, it's over 54 minutes after the time that was stipulated. I was sure probably it was because some of the guests, some of the MPs who were supposed to vet him were not early in. So probably he should be in, I'm sure, topmost in 10 minutes time we should be starting.
For a man his caliber, a lot of expectations will be high for the kind of questions and the kind of responses that will come from him. What, ear to the ground, what have you been hearing about what we should expect to roll out today?
Well, a lot of people expect some tough questions to be given to him, especially given his wealth of experience in other areas, not necessarily in trade though, but given his experience, people are very optimistic that once he comes to the trade ministry, he will have a lot to offer. So people are expecting that members of parliament who are on the board or are on the panel will actually, quote-unquote, drill him to get to know a few things that he might be bringing on board once he is given the nod. I've been speaking to a few people over here in parliament, and they seem quite convinced that he's actually going to be passed. There's no way you go through this vetting process and the Parliament is going to say, oh no, he didn't meet the criteria or not. So we are just waiting, as I said earlier, you're not just waiting for him to come so the entire vetting process could start.
I see. We'll leave it here for now. Thank you very much, Kwabena.
Okay.
Kwabena Chencha Heneboating joined us from Parliament. Now, when the vetting process starts, we will go live back to Parliament and then bring you those live visuals, make you a part of the vetting process. Now, I was telling you about what he's been doing and giving you a rundown of his work as a statesman, as a government official. Now, while as education minister from 1998 to 2002, Spio Garbrah was credited with the creation of the Ghana Education Trust Fund, which currently mobilizes over $50 million each year domestically for educational sector infrastructure and student assistance program. In December 2006, Spio Garbrah contested the leadership of Ghana's main opposition party. I'm sure you remember that moment or that period. He managed to get 8.7% of their votes within the party. He came second to John Atta Mills, who subsequently won Ghana's 2008 presidential election. Dr. Spio Garbrah remains a leading member of Ghana's ruling NDC party. Now he's been nominated for the position of Trades Minister in the Mahama-led administration. The question everybody has been asking is, with his wealth of information, does it become the magic wand for to turn around Ghana's economic woes? You want to stay on for news today at midday for that. When I come back on your screen with the latest updates on the day's news from across the world. That'll be all from me for now. My name is Kimini Nyamani. I want to thank you very much for your company here on News Desk. Goodbye.